And we're back with some tower. Tower here, tower here. Hell yeah. Okay. There's a couple of videos to do. I'm gonna call my mom. It's two things. Bonjour. Ça va bien? Good. Okay. Oh, uh-oh. I think I gotta level up and... No, I didn't. Okay. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the Computer Show. Feeling more because I'm having a wonderful day on this 5th July 2025. I'm gonna do a couple of videos because I have to call my mom in about 20 minutes. So yeah, so because I have to call my mom, so I'm gonna call my father. And then I'm done with those two. And the calls I'm gonna be up for making from Elden Ring run. That's pretty much it. So without further ado, let's freaking go. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the Computer Show. Feeling more because I'm having a wonderful day on this 5th July 2025. It is shitty outside, but I'm still gonna show you. So enjoy. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. Doing well, having a wonderful day on this 5th July 2025. Today I officially apologize and again official apologies. We just finished, well, not finished, we're almost done playing Gundam, the ZZ. ZZ in French is which penis. ZZ. So I just finished a lot of the storyline, and like I say, out of the three, I always thought that the first one was the worst. Then the first one grew on me because of the story of how Amuro Ray was kind of civilians, and compared to Judan, which is the main characters of the third season, which is ZZ, it was much better. But then I saw Judan grow, and it is such a beautiful thing. The story itself didn't feel literal. It was about reheated material. We really reheated. Judo was a guy that was going against poverty by getting scraps of metal. Then he met a person that says, which is Boa, one of the commanders from previous season. They're like, hey, I know you're a new type, so I'm going to hire you. And because you're a new type and I'm going to hire you, then you're good, right? And then, of course, our boy said, sure, sir, please hire me. Then it would become about, this story was actually really fucking good right now. It was about the kids and how they're affected by the war, right? So we had this kid that was a soldier. She was also a new type, but she was a soldier because they didn't have a new types. So all the ones they had, they were training. And then Judo only saw her when she was younger. There's this guy who is some kind of the main villain. The main villain has been the same for a while. She's a AZ descendant, which is Amon. There's this guy which is like her right arm, and he's like the whole time he's like, well, I don't know what she's doing. I don't have a choice. Only the strong survive. Why is the story so good? Well, because Judo, although not a natural born soldier, a natural born person for fighting, he's not prone to fight. Grow up a lot. Like for example, right now he just lost his sister. Then I goes on a rampage and he goes like, okay, I'm a soldier. And even then, everybody tells him you're a new type, you're a new type, you're a new type. And he doesn't have power. So what happened is, Amma, which is the main bad guy, she shoots his sister, and then his power wakes up. So, and in a way, this is really fucking good because you realize that Judo is, you realize that the world has been following wars and wars and wars and wars, and that Judo is not a guy that followed war, the guy that resisted war. He's like, you know what? I'm not gonna let it affect me. I have a way to make money, which is military. I choose to scrap metal. He possibly already knew that he was different with new type of ability. Even Tay, that I didn't like because she was a spoiled brat. You realize that she suffered a lot. She suffered a lot. The reason why she wants things so much is because she was never saying no. But then you realize that even though she wasn't saying no, she didn't get what she wanted. So Shada didn't understand how to get what he wants. For example, she wants to be the sister of Judo, so she kills her original sister. And she was like, don't you understand? The three of us can be family. And she's like, oh, the three of us? And she's like, okay, well, that makes sense. So you know, she doesn't have personal training. And he said she was training in the art of war, but she wasn't training in anything else. You know? So Judo is fantastic, and it was so cool. It was so fucking cool. It was so fucking cool. Because in the first one, when the war broke out, I wake up. I'm like, okay, well, the war broke out. What are we gonna do? And then, in the second, what is even better is that the people in charge of Titans are a military group. So a lot of times when government goes to war, they'll have a military group because they know what to do and they have more power. And then the third one, there's next to no power. There's next to no structure of power. It's a bunch of people left at their own volition. If they can't manage to do something cool, they can manage to do something cool. If they can't, they're fucked. And in most cases, it's a bad situation. So for Judo, at the same time, Amuro, we didn't see his parents. We know that right away he was a smart kid. Camille didn't have parents, but his parents died. Judo was possibly an orphan since very, very young. So he had leadership ability that Camille didn't do. Amuro was told that he was the best, and he kind of got to his head. Camille was told that, yo, you're not the best, but we need you. And Camille, the cool thing with Camille was that, why am I picking up with the two of them? Well, because they're all under Boa, and Boa is a teacher, and he learns about his mistakes. So Camille was this guy that says, okay, well, we need you, but we don't, you're not the most important part. We have the other way. And the first, it felt like Amuro was the most in the world. The second, Camille's like, okay, well, you can go there, no problem. And the third, it's like, well, guess what? And also the third was super, super fucking cool, is that there's not a real war. There's war at, when the season starts, there's no war. So it doesn't matter if you're a soldier or not. Well, I said, okay, that guy, I feel like he's a new guy that could train him. This person, like, you don't even need him, there's no war, you know? So it's kind of cool. And then all the three of them are different. It's amazing. I'm still gonna take a break. I'm still gonna take a break. Not because I don't like the game, but because I love Gundam. So we'll take a break. We'll take like a 2 weeks break. We'll do our dailies and shit like that. That's pretty much it. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. I have to call my mom. Call my mom. Quick. I'll go to the video. I'll call my dad. I have to call my father. Dumpling, kiss your blank. Welcome to the show. Continuing walk to hang on one full day on this 20th, no, whoa, 5th July 2025. We have the nature park. This is part 2 of Common One. So that's pretty much it. I said, hey, Dumpling is your buddy. Welcome to the show. Because we have a wonderful day on this very, very nice 5th of July. It is cool outside. It is nice. You see the clouds here, but if you saw here, check my sun. I'm gonna make a whole video because my battery is good. I'm gonna go in and my apologies. My apologies. And I'm gonna be streaming some anime with my friends. So right now we're doing a part 3 out of our self-sabotage and addiction video. So when I was really tired at the end. So when I went to sleep, I woke up and I felt like I was too rough or too strict or too negative for this video. So I wanted to talk about the one last thing and just make it positive because I do feel like it's a positive thing. I have rice. You might see me sneaking a couple of bites. I didn't have time to eat yet. Adobo. Right? Cheese. I'm ready cheese what? So I was wondering why I was negative. And I was thinking that maybe I feel like I'm self-sabotaging most of the time. Now, how do I self-sabotage if I knew I would do it? Think about the diet, right? And also content. I know my longer videos, I'm gonna guess less view. It's really nice if I just about to go out. It's a bit unfocused because again, we're eating, I have a lot of sugar in me. So I know that making a long ass video is gonna be hard for me, right? But I decided to do it anyway because I have content. By choosing to do what I want, I'm actually self-sabotaging, right? Right? And by when I was looking for work, because I had this whole fucking arch of looking for work, and it was a tough thing because looking for work was really hard for me. Question of pride, a question of being told no, question of rejection. But even then, when I came to apply to places, so what I did was I did three sets of places. The first set of places I didn't need a job. I had money saved up, I was okay. So then I was like, okay, well, guess what? I'm gonna go for places that I really want to work at. So I did that the first time. Then, after a little bit of time, I was like, well, they're not calling back, this is my second job. And this is the job that I saw myself long term. Not a job that I want to go for it, but a job that I know I could work for a long time. So places that have more seniority, places that are gonna be better. Like for example, Costco is a good place. Costco's not my first choice, but Costco has been there for a while. I'm also there for a while, right? So then, last places. The last time was this didn't want to work, right? And then there's some sabotages because I will 2 sets of application just to apply you to a good place, right? And it was tough, yeah. Then I felt good call back from the company. This company was dirty. You guys know the whole story. The company was really dirty, and this company I didn't want to work there. But then I remember how much fun I had there, and how much of an enjoyable time it was, and how much I would miss working there, right? So long story short, I go to the job and I'm like, okay, wow, this place really changes. This will be a good place to work. So we're going in, and we're going in, and we're going in. It's actually a good place to work. I'm like, holy shit, this is kind of an experience, right? This is kind of an experience. And then I started at, holy shit, I had an interview. I'm not sure if I want the job or not. But the same night, saying, I hope they call me. Right? Now, what's that important? This was sabotage. I had all my presumption, my presumptive emotion, saying no. I'm not gonna work there. You say no. Fuck no. You know? Why did I do that? My whole relationship with work was crooked. How was it crooked? Very easily. My whole relationship with work was like, well, you kind of have to give up on your dreams. Oh, you can't. That's what I want to. Nothing wrong with working. When we have a dream job, you do a dream job. It's really hard, you know? But okay. What am I supposed to do? I don't know what to do. Then we self-sabotage, right? This isn't why. But in these cases, it's cases of I know that I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm doing it, right? And you sabotage and so many ways, so many things. Relationship. Why do you go for a girl that you know you're not gonna get? You go for a girl who you know that she's never gonna date you. Why are you allowing yourself to play this friend zone when you know that she will never look at you in a way that you want her to look at you? It's self-sabotage. You could be spending that time looking at somebody else, dating somebody else, right? I don't have a lot of, in my life I didn't have a lot of relationship. I didn't have a lot of girlfriends. If I had 10, I'm surprised. However, the number of girls that I spent weeks, months, hours on and they never have a chance are crazy. Crazy. Why did I do that? And I think this is where it becomes super important. Because really speaking, sometimes self-sabotage feels better than real life. Like, for example, right? If I'm learning more and more about subconscious, and it's a fascinating thing. If I'm learning more and more that my subconscious is more in charge than I believe, what if I know that I'm not ready for a relationship? I know that I prefer being single. I know that I have my own space. And then my subconscious is aware of that. And then I start wanting to date. And right away I go for a girl I'm not going to be able to get. So there's a possibility, really a possibility, that maybe, just maybe, my subconscious is telling my conscious, date this girl because you don't need to date, but you're not going to be able to date her. And that is self-sabotage. The brain is doing most self-sabotages. You see here, if you look here, there's two roofs. Do you think you can jump from one roof to the others? Now a lot of people have said no. Self-doubt, self-sabotage. Because you think you can't, you won't do it. Because you don't do it, you're never gonna try. Am I saying jump for the roof? No, but for example, if you place a security thing down there, I'll be safe, and you would try and get your answer, right? We get your answer, right? There's a lot of things that are, and again, I don't want to be an asshole, but I just watched, and I'm so sorry if I'm offending people, I just watched Love on the Spectrum, and it's a really good show, really good, and oh man, Love on the Spectrum, I was thinking about it, and I was like, yo, these people have deficiency. They're different than me, different than you, different than sadly other people, you know? And they're looking for love. It doesn't mean because they're different they don't deserve love. And the different thing that I noticed is these people don't self-sabotage. These people don't self-doubt. They like the other person. They're in a relationship. These guys are fucking relationship. When you're not having a relationship, what's your excuses? You don't have an excuse. And then you realize that you've been making excuses your whole life for yourself. Not for it, you know? When did you start self-sabotaging? Now also, if we're coming from animals, if we're following the theory of evolution, right? When did we start sabotaging? If you look at the Bible, and if you look at Adam and Eve, right? Eve was twisted into eating the apple by the serpent. And that's when she sabotaged the whole thing. So this would be very, very early on. So that's human nature, right? I don't know. I know I do it. I know you do it. I know they do it. I know they do it. I know they do it. Nobody does it. You know, my father told me from the time, I want to talk about this, but I wasn't sure if you were ready for it. Well, you didn't even try. You sabotage. You give up before you started, right? It sucks. But then I want to finish on a good note. Yes, let's make this a positive video nonetheless. I know I've been talking shit for the last hour and a half, hour 40, but let's finish this positively. At a young age, right? People isolate each other. And you see, the self-sabotage is kind of like a crazy thing, right? The thing that made me realize that was Rich Piana. And people were Rich Piana was a bodybuilder. And people were on him about using like roids and using enhancement drugs. But then he was like, I have a really good genetics. My parents were bodybuilders. His mom was a bodybuilder. Yeah, so he was talking about that. And he was talking about, if you're 5'4", you're possibly not going to be an NBA player, you know? But as a kid, you don't think about that. And then we idolize people that are celebrities. Now, how many people are on Earth? How many people are celebrities? And then, even then, how many people? To me, this is insane. To me, it's insane. How many of these people got there the honest way? By sheer talent. But nothing but talent. it's a very different story. It is a very different story. You know? Gotta answer this person. Today is the 5th, 7:25. Good. So yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Because you're idolizing these celebrities, but you're not gonna beat them. As a kid, right? I'm a boy. So most of the people, I'm a boy, okay. It's hard to believe, but I am. Born in the 90s, right? So I'm born in the 90s, and back then, we didn't have game tester, we didn't have content creators. So most boy my age want to be police or firefighter. Just started, you're not gonna get it, right? People want to be content creator, right? How many content creators are there? Even they're not celebrities. Even with the advent or the invention of social media, which tenfold, 100-fold celebrities, it's not enough. It's not enough. How are that you're not gonna make it? We see those athletes at chances are you're not gonna make it. And for an athlete it's even worse because it's genetics can do be an athlete. But at the same time, it's given the algorithm, you know people, you know. You have a good phone, you have some good tools to make content. There's so many of it, right? So by putting yourself and hoping and having no aspiration, you self-sabotage. Sounds too hot. Ten. Don't blink, it's your boy Yank. Here with part 4, but let's call it finale of self-sabotages. My phone overheated. This is not good. Because I was almost and I had shooters left. My father just left me. No? Confused. Okay, so I was talking about self-sabotage as a short bloopers. Don't think it's your controversial. He's doing well, having a wonderful day on this 5th July 2025. Listen, it's a shame. This is another part of sabotage, which I did it all in this last part. My phone overheated. I know it sucks, but hey. So I was talking about how we idolize those people, and just thought that we're not going to beat them. We're not going to be able to become an athlete, a celebrity, a social media content creator, a celebrity, the job that we want. You know, how many of us want to be astronauts, right? So thinking that we want to do that and persisting on doing that is kind of like a self-sabotage in itself, because you're chasing it after unrealistic goals, right? But then at the same time, maybe not having hope, and not hoping for a better life, and not hoping for a job that we want, or hoping that something that we do we accomplish, or hoping for a girlfriend that loves us and we love her. Maybe all those aren't self-sabotage. Maybe we're holding on to hope. And if there's no hope, what's the point? I'd rather just self-sabotage and be hopeful than be narcissistic, nihilistic fuck. Love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Good. That's a good thing. Don't blink. It's your buddy Link. Welcome to the show. The doing walkers are having a wonderful day on this. Drum roll, please. Now the violin, and now the trumpets. Acapella. Here we go. Today is the 5th July 2005, and today we are trying something new. About a year ago, I bought a bunch of this little thing. These little about are called coffee pouches. So this is actually a really good product. I was trying to lose weight last year, a lot, and I was getting on energy drinks. When I've been taking energy drinks for 10 years, coffee don't cut it. So like, okay, well, what can be something? And then it was a new popular thing was Zyn. Right? It's like, okay, well, maybe I can buy Zyn because I was looking at the benefits and it wasn't perfect, but I was looking at the benefits. Then we bought Grinds, which are coffee pouches. I was like, okay, well, they don't sell Zyns in pouches, but they do sell coffee pouches. And I wanted to give up on energy drinks. The same monster. So today we're doing our test. We're doing the coffee pouch vanilla. I have a bunch of them. I have like 7 flavors. It's my very first time. So this is possibly a worst possible ID. I don't even know how to open this. But I think. Okay, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. You were not anything bad. Cause that shit's so serious. Anything bad. Cause that's just embarrassing. You were my everything. Oh my god. There is one thing there. Over here. Well, I should have read it. Anything bad. Don't make me feel like a thing. Am I singing some Billie Eilish? Why aren't you singing Billie Eilish? Who's the weird guy here? Well, eu não sei como faz. Okay. We have an outbreak. When you feel it a bit more. Something I'm going to do is I'm going to do this at home. Piece of metal. There you go. Perfect. And since there's a little hole, it's actually much easier. There you go. Smell very strong. So if I'm not wrong, this would go like this. It's not perfect. This one's actually really nice. Again, this is a vanilla flavor. So I'm not sure what to do here. I am not sure what to do here. So I know for people that do Zyns, you just stick it and you place it under. I don't even know what it is. Can I use my pouch? Buckle free. This is good. This is really good. I just don't know how it works. Okay, go on Google, on YouTube. If you like biting them. It's gonna be Grinds coffee pouches. There you go. How to use Grinds. Grinds is
going to show you how to use our product, Grinds coffee pouches. To get started, put your thumb into the label, pop the top open, see the pouches in there, then you grab a pouch or 2 or 3, go right in between your cheek and gums, let it sit 10, 15, 20 minutes, you start getting about 25 milligrams of caffeine. Then when you're done, you can actually use the top lid, throw in the pouch, throw it away if you're indoors or in a car or a plane or something, take care of it later. That's how you do it.
Okay. I see you, bro. So then, what I would have to do is wait a couple minutes, right? It's actually pretty nice. So that's something that's super enjoyable. Because it's not something that's super enjoyable, but not in a bad sense. It doesn't taste bad, it's just not enjoyable to have this in your mouth, but it's a question of being used to it. So these are 0 calories, which is cool because even this is not sponsored, by the way. I'm not sponsored. I'm not. Even instant coffee, when you look at it, it's a pouch or a little bag of instant coffee. It's like 90 calories. So then, if you drink 2 or 3 per day, that's 300 calories per day. When you try to lose weight and your budget is 1,500, 300, you can notice it. My tasting the vanilla. Not in the way that you think. It tastes like a vanilla taste. It tastes like a vanilla flavored coffee. It's pretty cool. What is the ingredients? Coffee, chicory. It's very natural and all artificial flavor, caffeine, taurine, glucuronolactone, B vitamins, salt, acid, potassium. Rose vanillin. Vanillin is your vanilla extract. Sodium benzoate. So you got taurine, which is what they use in energy drinks. Like I said, taste is actually pretty nice. It's gonna be a taste. It's gonna be a factor of, do I really taste a difference? Do I really feel a difference? Because I feel like there's a fucking coffee in my tummy or treat. Plus I got ADHD, so people with ADHD, caffeine affects us less. Yeah, it's actually quite nice. It's actually quite nice. I'm gonna show you how much we have. Got a little nice little thing. I don't know how many baggies there are. But the pouches, I wish they tell you how much there is. Leco free. Actually nice. It's also sort of calming in a weird way. It's like this well, this is not because of the product, this is because of the what you're doing. It's calming. There you go. Wait a second. It's calming in the sense of, it's like a lollipop or something that you remember when you would go with your grandparents and they have art candy. I'm a fan of art candy. Jolly Rancher is my shit. And you go to your parents' house and they have art candy, caramel, shit like that, right? I like that. It feels like you're sucking on something very calming, like a cigarettes or shit like that, you know. It's actually pretty good. It's very slow to release, which is good. Like literally sipping on the coffee with vanilla. And it's crazy because it tastes much like coffee and you're used to drinking coffee. So when you have a whiff of the taste, like I just took a sip of the vanilla product. The one that I don't like is it's very concentrated here. When you drink something, you drink the whole thing. Maybe switching sides? Okay. Maybe switching side? Okay. That should be nice. I should be really enjoying it. Do I recommend it? I don't know. I don't know because it's such a weird feeling. Yes, your body's fighting it. My body's fighting the sensation right now because it's not super. It's very potent. It's enjoyable but not enjoyable. Everyone says that it tastes good. Unenjoyable in the sense of you're having something in your mouth for a while. And what it can be, it would be like, okay, well, the whole candy goes in your mouth, the whole candy dissolves in your mouth with saliva in your tongue, right? With this one, I think it's the fact that I know it's gonna be too strong. We all left the bag of tea for too long. You know how it tastes. The caffeine is actually nice. I feel caffeinated. 25 milligrams, I don't know how much, if it's a lot or not. I don't know. I think it is. It's weird because you can use you can see here. Place it right here. You can actually use your tongue to lower it. For example, I can do this. There you go. It's here right now. Doesn't matter. Pretty nice. When it's too, it's the expression how to flip. I just figured out that when it's too powerful here, when we left it here for a long time, it was very, very strong. When you excited, it's very strong. So you have to wait until you feel it. And like, okay, well, guess what? Let it here for a while, let it here for a while, let it here for a while. Now, they said that we did about 10 minutes in, it would be 2 minutes and a half on each side. So you basically have 6 sides. You have up, right, up, down, left, up, down, right, up, down, middle. Now put it here. Here's also open. Here's a bit here. And here. I'm very afraid to break it. To tear it up. Look at the nice product. See how much of an impulsive buyer I am. I'm going to be showing you what I have. Go crazy. What happened with this? A bit disappointing. There's gonna be much more. It's kind of nice. So there's caffeine in it. Texture is nice, the taste is nice. But only when you understand that you have to leave it for a long time. I'm telling you right now, vegan dairy was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. I don't know why. But then you have to know this shit, right? You have to know this shit. I'm a man. It is fallacy. It is wrong to be looking at destruction. Again, whoops, you have to know that he's dead. I love you guys, take it easy. Quite nice. Garbage. Yes, that's right. Ooh. Holy shit. Still got more. Shut the fuck up. Look into my face and look again. We are not the same, we're different. Ta-da-ta-da. I don't wanna know secret about starting up being alone with myself. I don't know how long I'll be coming home with all alone. Oh, you man, girl. She could be my girl. Don't know how long I'll be waiting on. Nope. Oh. Sorry. We dropped the phone. We dropped the phone. One of the parts. Dumb, going to surviving. Hello, official. Doing off having a wonderful day. It is a mess in the camera because I have to rest it on cold cheese because the phone is overheating. So we're using cheese as a way to cool it down. Here's our part 2 of tasting Brian's coffee pouch. So we just did the very first time. How do I feel after? Actually, a really cool product. I feel like it's great but bad. So the taste is good because the difference doesn't beat an energy drink, right? The vanilla is actually quite nice. The oud is actually quite nice. So I would definitely recommend it. It's actually quite enjoyable because it's on the go. It's fast. Fuck making a coffee. Fuck getting a coffee. You just pop one in there and you're good. We made a mistake. We left on about too much, so it tastes enjoyable. But if you mix it around, it's actually quite nice. So really recommend. Coffee pouches might be the way to go. Might be the way to go. Super portative. That's also super cool. Think about it as a way to do a what should we call it? A way to do like hiking trips or sports. Put there goes well. Position is a bit weird. I'm nervous that the battery will break, so that's definitely a negative. But then again, I'm gonna have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Be like, okay, 100 bro, maybe I'm stressing out for nothing. But super enjoyable. There's not a lot to take to say. It's a cool experience. We went with vanilla, which is very coffee-like. So not the most original flavor, but the first test is actually great. Perfect delivery of drinking a coffee, right? And besides, if you want to sit down and enjoy coffee, sit down and enjoy coffee. Don't blink, it's your bye. Because I love the shop. So guys doing more tests of having a fantastic day on this 5th of July 2005. So you don't get a 4th of July, or drop the phone. Drop the freaking phone. If you don't get the 4th of July anymore, use the cheese. Well, you just did put cheese because the phone was overheating. So I'm trying to be careful for that, for it not to overheat. Today we're talking about season 2 of Squid Games. Now, what you're saying, dude, you're very late. Now, here's a good reason. We talked about it before. I'll do a small recap of it. When season 2 came out, I was depressed. I wasn't making content. I was like, you know what? Let's wait for it. So then, when we came to watch it, season 3 was being announced, and season 2 came out like last winter, and 4 or 5 months later, we're like, well, guess what? Season 3 is there. So we're going to wait until season 3 is out. Season 3 came out last week, right? So we just started watching season 2. I don't know if you guys like these. I love that personally. You want to see one? Look at this. Look how nice it is. Oh, shaking his booty or something, or something. So now we are talking about why season 2 so much better than season 1. Well, season 1 was there to establish the games, establish the hierarchy, establish who is the frontman, who is the salesman. We're here to establish the players. We're here to establish, again, the game and how dangerous it is. Once you've done that, you have a much bigger narrative game. The first thing that they show, which is bananas, it's kind of like a backstory of the salesman. Ji-hoon wants to get back into the salesman. And the game is way in, it's just salesman. So you have to find the salesman. Kind of see his story, kind of see how he does. The whole thing with the bread and the lottery tickets is phenomenal. The acting is amazing. I saw edits of the acting and I was like, people are exaggerating. But no, the dude is a master class of acting. Impressive as fuck. Now, why is season 2 better? Well, the first thing first is you see how different the group is. So the group in the first season had a very bad leader. The leader was kind of the gangster, and the gangster was a leader by fear. It was a leader by you fuck with me, I'll fuck with you, and I'm gonna win. In the second season, the leader is sort of Ji-hoon. And now why is that a positive thing? Because Ji-hoon is a positive leader, right? Is a positive leader. The first season, in his first season and second season are quite similar. In both seasons, Ji-hoon has a friend. In the first season, the friend was kind of shitty. Second season, the friend's actually a cool guy. I actually really like the cool guy. Just a better cast of characters. In the first season, what I thought was not great was they had like 4 or 5 characters you care about. And Squid Game season 2, you have 10 characters you care about. That's actually pretty cool. Season 2 also, the fact that the way that Ji-hoon is said, I'm gonna stop the game, that's actually quite brilliant. The way he's gonna stop the game, he's gonna spoil it. So he's gonna say, hey, don't move with the green light. That was amazing. That was fucking great. But then, like, turn against him because when he had the second game, he didn't know shit. People doubted him. And this is so cool because often, Ji-hoon's gonna get doubted. Like, oh, you're trying to get the money for yourself, right? Now, one of the biggest additions in season 2 is, and again, why am I talking about the leader, how nice it is? Well, season 1 is a lot of infighting, people killing each other. Season 2 edition of that, which is great, because they're all dying for the game. It's a very different ambiance. And in a weird way, it's better because everybody, instead of fighting each other, is able to fight the power, which is the system, which is the guards, the frontmen, etc. Now, what my favorite thing in the whole fucking series, and the whole fucking season, is the addition of the frontmen. Now, people are gonna say, why do you like the frontmen so much? Because the frontmen act as a balance. Ji-hoon came in to fuck up the game. He was like, yo, I'm gonna stop it. So then, what they did was, like, the VIP was like, you know what? Fuck you. You're gonna act for the good of the players, I'm gonna act for the good of the game. So, Ji-hoon, that wants to ruin the game. And the frontman, that kind of wants to ruin Ji-hoon. Now, even cooler is, he plays it cool. He plays it really cool. But the second part is, you listen to Ji-hoon, he's like, okay, well, this guy's a nice guy. I shouldn't kill him. So yeah, so far it's an amazing season. And that's pretty much it. Now we're going to be going in to finish it. So they say in French, bonne journée. I don't want to know your secret, cause I'll tell. Starting off being alone with myself. Don't know.
Non, mais genre, qu'est-ce qu'une app comme Tinder gagne à ce que les gens tombent en amour? Hein? Non, c'est le contraire même, ils perdent du monde. Ce qu'ils veulent, c'est que les gens ils tombent jamais en amour, mais viennent accro à leur app. Ils sont contre l'amour, dans le fond.
Qu'est-ce qu'il dit qu'il veut tomber en amour?
No, you're secret cause still being alone with myself. My apologies. Okay, good. Myself don't know how long I'll be going on. Yon. Couldn't be. Look at feeling. You know me? No. Going on. But nice. I don't wanna know your secret cause I'll tell. It's hard enough being a myself. Don't blink, it's your buying. Welcome to the show. Just doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this 5th July 2005. I'll be doing a stream of Elden Ring. So before we start, I hope you guys are doing well because I'm having a wonderful Saturday. Today is a beautiful Saturday outside. It's quite cloudy, but at the same time, it's quite noise. So without further ado, let's start. Yesterday we did a lot, so I might be able to finish Leonard today. I have 3 hours to stream, so that's a lot. I have 3 hours to stream. Pretty good. We know that we ended on a Caria Manor. Wait a second. Yeah, like, why there's no voice? It is humid outside, so yeah, we're suffering. No, I'm trying to use Thorin. I don't think I can. Go 34,000. So once again, we're increasing my mana. Yesterday we said we're gonna be doing until 25. Or what we can do is we'll do 22, and we'll put 3 points in load and stamina. Since load and stamina I don't really need because I do have, as long as I can roll like that, I'm good. I don't really need it, right? So it's not a big deal. I always forget about this. Okay. Yeah, so I don't really need this. Ready? She says it's actually quite nice. Quite nice. It is a whole Shazam. That is a whole Shazam. Yeah, I'm gonna go here since there's nothing more. Where we need to go is we need to get to the thing of Ronnie. Then there's a boss here, which is the Crystal Dragon. The Crystal Dragon is quite nice. Chilling Mist. Is it ready? Dragon time. By the way, this is our second dragon, by the way. You think it's more, but it's less. One of the only bosses that you don't have to do completely. If I took some damage like a dumbass, but at the same time, not a big deal. Love hunting a dragon. What's more epic than a dragon? And thankfully, you went for my summon. There's no way. He's used attack with a sword. So we'll run at you and he'll have a sword in his mouth. Yeah, he won't fight you. So now the way we're doing it is kind of horrible. We're not doing it the proper way. So let's go down. Okay, well the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take care of something that's quite simple to take care of. And then we'll fast travel back. The first thing you got to do is... I need to know it by heart. And I know it by heart. This is my IQ. So I'm going to be there to show you. Nice. Charmander. This is cool because we literally just did Charmander. I always forget to do this first. Old Fang. Yeah. Definitely didn't need this. You also have a save point there. This is a normal Carian Knight. Normal Carian Knight. I'm trying to see how many. I'm so loyal. If I meant it from some time. For the details are available only to paying customer. What is the coolest thing about him? Is he'll take care of some. He'll take care of some puppets. And then they'll betray him. They have discarded. Depict trace of Emberlight. What is that? Tough to say. 600 runes in the garbage. However, I'm not that mad. Do you know why? Because I can make it back with a couple enemies only. Yeah, we're gonna be finishing today. Some of the traps. Nice. Should they used to a good weapon? There's a couple of virgin there. The virgin will be super important. Why? Good. Good item. Worth way more than 600. You wanna play? I beg you. I'm missing. I don't remember how to do it. But I'll figure it out. When I say I don't remember, I have a good idea where to go. When I say I have a good idea, I'm 90% sure that where to go. We're missing an item. You know what? There you go. They have a lot of attack range. Attack speed. I'm gonna do this, no choice. Well, the quickest. It's just to do it. You didn't hear me chewing, guys? We didn't have time to finish eating. What are we eating? We're eating some rice with some cheese and some delicious adobo spices. They're quite tasty. So I have to do this, I have to do this, and I have to do this. Season 2. Season 2 is how much? I'll be putting on a show for you guys. Season 2. I don't think I saw that. So weird. There you go, this is the one. I have 8 episodes left.
Hey dude, can you see what happened to Kyungsu? Oh, listen up, you shithead. Don't call me dude, we're not friends, got it? But next time, you'll get the axe. Wait!
Right?
Would you leave Kyungsu? Where the hell is he?
Mmm.
Okay, happy you noticed. Room 33, eliminated.
Good? So delicious.
Wait!
Okay, you're big tough. I understand. This is for bullying me. I'm trying too hard to do some charge attack.
Hey, Miss Sue! Come on, my boy. Come on.
When attacking me, what did you attack him? And here, if I'm not wrong, don't full of traps. Very nicely put. That's not about Rick, you can do shit.
Mr. Young-il! 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 Oh, thank God. There you are.
Nice.
It's good to see you. This guy was something special.
Oof, that's what I need, but I need 4.
People say I'm pretty friendly, so you know, I do all right in these kind of things. Oh, how are you feeling, Junine?
I'm alright, thank you. We're all really glad to see you.
Hold on, I just realized, if we have to form groups of 6 next round, then we won't need anyone else. Why? Oh, there's the baby.
Boom.
Attention all players. Please step onto
3,000.
the center of the arena.
Does the
Start the round.
sword? 7. Da-da. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Winner stays and loser goes. Rock, paper, scissors. Oh, shit. Let's do the scissors. It's 2, 2.
Okay. I don't know what it is. Are you still uploading or not? Yes. Are you still uploading or not? No. You have an emergency. The level? Because yesterday when I did it, I was automatic. I got so much out of it. Just shortcut, actually. So it's right here. Nice.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Would have died if it weren't for you, gentlemen.
You know where your son went?
Sorry?
Wasn't he with you?
Oh, right. We got a little separated at the start. It's
Nice.
It really is. We needed one more person, so I waited while he looked around. And I guess I got a little mixed up, you know?
He did. Come get you.
Super interesting at enemy here.
How dare you, sir?
A whip.
He wouldn't leave me out of my son.
Rami.
He didn't grow up with a lot, but I know deep down he's a good person. Even though he got bullied and knocked around, he never laid a hand on anyone or beat other kids up. Not once! So don't you badmouth my son!
Forgive me. I didn't know what I was talking about.
This is super important. Why? Yeah, we're gonna start getting a lot of these.
Hey, welcome back, my friends.
Ouch. Mosquito bites. Okay. Was secretly hoping for a bigger point here.
We didn't think we were gonna find anyone, and then Player 246 rescued the two of us, like a knight in shining armor.
Thank you. As handsome as a knight, too. Thank you so much.
Don't make me. These two. They're actually the ones who saved me.
Where's Yoji?
Dude!
It's okay. I'm fine. Are you alright? Are you hurt?
Holy.
I'm sorry.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Before we do that, go. Wait, let's do it. Mom and I stay together. I'll go. Hey, fine. Go, go, go.
Give me a sec.
Get the hell out! Here, the wing is much empty. Hurry. Come on.
We did it all strong or no?